I think we're ready. I think. I don't... I sort of think. Alright, let's see if we'll even get a chance to listen to this music. Because, this... Where's my controller? This run is brutal. I got to a sort of decent pace. And then I got absolutely walloped by menuing. I do not know how to menu. Also, the targeting system seriously needs to be fixed. Like a Dragon 8, don't let us down. It's turn-based, it's going to let me down, regardless. Ugh. Anyway, let's start the game. I updated live split, so maybe, hopefully, we don't have that timing issue anymore, where it just doesn't load in, or like it doesn't count the first 2 cutscenes for some reason. That hasn't, like, that's like the first time I've actually done a speedrun with, well, I mean, first of all, I do update my drivers and live split regularly, so I don't know which update could have caused it. But anyway, it's set to 60 now. By default, and we're not gonna try for shenanigans. I did not even switch that around. You need to switch that around. I need to show the gameplay first. Alright, there we go. Okay, maybe it's maybe I'll behave this time. Okay, now it's counting. This one always counts for less time for some reason. Again, it's Dragon Engine shenanigans. Also, this game shenanigans. Also, this this load remover shenanigans. Alright, so you know the drill. Do the QTEs, or rather, skip these QTEs, and then do the other ones. Because I don't think you can avoid them. It'd be cool if you could, but I don't think you can. Yeah, you're always gravitated towards that guy, and Luccio's always gonna throw something at you no matter what. Nice desync with the sound. Again. Can I kick the can? I think I kicked the can. Weehee. Alright. Mash the attack button. Unnecessary crit, I think. No, we're gonna have to watch Lucio stare at us for 5 seconds. Disgusting. Oh, he started bleeding. Nice. We ended it a turn early. God damn it. We offset the time save by doing that menu slowly. We should still save time, but it's whatever. Also, that is the first time that I've gotten the window smash. And also the first time in a very long time that the NPC's positions have been dog shit. The hell is that? Yeah, that slow menu and the NPC movement was immediately offsetting the time save that I made. So now it's just an average chapter 1 for me. Very average chapter 1. Maybe slightly better. I think it's better if you're closer to Shangri-La there. Oh, my head is hurting all of a sudden. Where the fuck did that come from? Why did it only start when I started streaming? The pain. The pain of wanting to stream and your body not cooperating. Good. Okay. Now you have to not live. You live. On 1, no less. Why did that guy have to have 36 HP? Like, why couldn't you have, like, 30 like everyone else? That not killing him in one hit literally costs, like, 5 to 7 seconds, depending on what they do and how far they are away from Kasuga before he attacks. At least he's stunned. Thank you. That somewhat offsets the not one-hit kill. At the same time though, I'd rather get the, you know, everything happening all at once. So many cutscenes. Why couldn't they just all be one gigantic cutscene? You know, I'm starting to think that it just depends on the on what happens on your system boot, because now I am getting the no, I'm resetting. There are fight spawns there. I'm starting to wonder if it's like entirely based on like what happens on your system startup, because the last time I ran this, I was skipping, or not skipping, but I was actually, no, I guess I could say I was skipping. I was skipping cutscenes even more consistently, to the point where the first 2 cutscenes didn't count for time at all, even though they're supposed to. And now it's like not happening anymore, so I'm wondering what the fuck happened. Yeah, now it's like it's not happening anymore. Which is good, because it makes runs more consistent and less volatile, I guess. Like, the really one bad thing about not being able to skip cutscenes faster is that I have to hear the clanking of Kampai very loudly while we get past not Jingu. Just during that bar scene or whatever it is. Pretty sure it's more like a, it's just a restaurant. You dinner with Yumeno and her friends, because apparently it's both their birthday. Because this all takes place on December 31st, which is when Masato was born. The day Masato was born. Okay, he's very close to the window. Oh. Well, we don't get the turn skip, but... I mean, you got the turn skip, but... It's about the same time saved, actually. Sorry, that was just a bad menu. X. Sorry, not X. It's A for me. A-Y-A-A. Jesus. Okay, at least the NPCs are behaving this time and not just spawning in the absolute worst places possible. Yeah, slightly faster than last time. You would be surprised at like how much like how important your movement is. The slightest mistake can cost you seconds at a time. So it is very important that you get it right. Like, even down to the paths that you take, right? Like, I take a different path than through, like, at the end of the chapter, to try to get to Kashimaru faster. Damn it, I couldn't defend myself. He attacked too fast. Please die. No. I mean, at least he's missing. He missed twice consecutively. That might actually be just as fast as the one hit kill. Or maybe I'm hallucinating. I don't know. Yeah, I only lost like 2 seconds. I literally only lost like 2 seconds because he couldn't hit me. Oh, come on. Why'd you stun him at the end there? Also, I couldn't perfect guard because the perfect guard timing is extremely awkward with slow attacks like that. Same goes for Majima's Tornado Slash, which is really awkward as well. And it's diabolical in that if you don't perfect guard the first hit, you just eat the entire thing. It's so bad. Ah! Alright, now I have to get through Kamurocho without any fight spawns. That is the high standard that I set myself up for. That's already a fight spawn. The run's over. I'll try to run past them. I'm pretty sure the run's over. Yeah. Yep. For me, I cannot have any fight spawns here, or else it's just not going to be fast. Or at least it won't beat the chapter 1 I have. It's Komodo Chohel. That's why we call it that. Ah, not continue. Although I do need a good spot. I do need a better spot to save. So okay, in the next run, if I still can't get past it, I'll just make a different save location, because I don't want to save over my New Game Plus stuff or my safety saves. The text is still skipping, so it's good. That tends to be a problem. Part of me wishes that that FPS wasn't a factor anymore, but I mean, more FPS is always going to be faster, and there are some points, but there are also some points in the game that are harder because you can't manipulate fights the same way that you can as if it was 60 FPS. No, why'd you slide all the way over there? No. This is like maximum time loss. Okay, at least I didn't have to move at all. We lost a second. Ew, slow acceleration. I kicked the can somewhere. I don't know where that can came from. It was not like I constantly pay attention to the ground, but I can hear it. I hear the can getting kicked around. That's another can, and that time I did see the can. It's like, that's how you know where you're going with the fully blindfolded runs, kicking cans. No, like, trying to do this blindfolded would be an absolute nightmare. It's like you wouldn't even know what skills you're doing. It'd be very hard to know. Or like when the cutscene skips so you can actually go through the game fast. Also, you would have to memorize every single... You would also have to memorize every single shop. Including the big one. Which is, yeah, the blindfolded runs are going to be impossible in this game. Okay, you're not supposed to live. You're literally not supposed to live. Am I jobbing? I'm jobbing. Well, okay, no. It's not me that's jobbing. It's Casca that's jobbing. He couldn't even kill the guy that has less HP than his attack can deal. Why? Why does this game have that glitch where they can just survive no matter what? Like, they don't even have phases. You can literally throw a grenade at them in New Game Plus and they go down just fine. Why is it just when I'm using Tenacious Fist and any percent and they just don't die? Come on. Or maybe I'm deflecting the blame on the wrong person or character. It's not Casca's fault. It's not that guy's fault. It's whoever programmed this game who's at fault here. Because Jesus Christ, this game. A completely bug-free mess. See Froob's stream before he raided me last night. Chapter 7. It's supposed to go into investigation mode. The game fails to go into investigation mode. Froob can no longer complete the run fast. So he gives up and lets the timer run out. The game is still completely blacked out because of the glitch. He tries to summon Robson. He succeeds, but he can't skip anything. Do you know how he fixed the black screen? He used a fucking smoke bomb. And that somehow fixed everything. Solid game design. Exactly. Thank you, Star Soldier. Extremely solid. Perfect 10 out of 10 game. For context reasons, that was a joke. This game is barely a game at all. Why are you staring at me for 5 seconds? I don't know. No, he's getting punched away from the window. At least he stood up fast. Oh god. That's a lot of time lost. At least it'll be before the 2-minute mark, but jeez. Slow Ushio. This game literally piles RNG on top of RNG because the placement, the movement of your enemies and allies are random. Well, usually. And whether they destroy objects on the way to the target is also random. Objects either do absolutely nothing, just get destroyed, or they kick them haphazardly, hopefully into the enemy. Well, I say hopefully, but sometimes you don't want that because Jungi Han has a skill called Head Trauma that is only 6 MP, but somehow deals more than the vast majority of the essences that you use throughout the game. Except for his own essence, which really only does more damage if they're weak to knife. It's a long story. Like I don't know why this game is so poorly balanced, and also at the same time, I don't know. It's balanced in the sense that it doesn't need to be balanced because, you know, it doesn't need to be balanced because it's just the first player. There's no like PvP element to this game, but at the same time, some classes are just extremely underpowered, and some are extremely OP. Also, we're saving a bunch of time because we avoided quite a few attacks and we killed everyone in one hit. For the record, that crit on the first guy didn't matter. Well, maybe it did. Maybe it prevented the quote-unquote guaranteed survival. the 10% of the time they survive every time. That's what I'm calling it. Although I don't think it's 10%. Oh, you're still stunned. Sure. It's still slower. It's still slower, but we'll take it, I guess. Would prefer the stun though, or the crit stun or high roll stun. Yeah. Hiratsuka has exactly 70 HP. And your average damage is 35 at that point. So you have about a 50% chance to either end the fight in two turns or not. And you have a 25% chance to stun with every single Tenacious Fist, barring some enemies, Saoshiro, that have an increased resistance to stun. I don't really know that number myself. Also, that fight spawn is there again, but I think we can run past. Yes. If we can run past them fully, it's okay. It won't be okay if we have to actually run into one. Oh god, they're right next to Mitsu. Okay, we're good. We're good for another minute and a half. There's no fight spawns here because we have Arakawa with us. I guess Arakawa just has, like, a menacing aura around him, which prevents fight spawns from appearing. Kind of wish we had more of that in this game, because any percent has to deal with fight spawns all the time. Soda machines are blatantly unreliable, as I had experienced in the previous attempt that went, that actually went farther than this. Yeah, the soda machines that worked in 6 and K2 don't work in this game as well. Hell, save loading doesn't even help all that often unless you're, like, literally right next to them. Starting before the 6-minute mark is good. Please stun. Oh, thanks for stunning him at the very end, just like you did with Hiratsuka. Fuck you, game. The Melon of Fortune. Well, here's hoping. Although Majima tends to, I have mixed feelings about Majima giving me a melon. Stare down. Okay. Where's the ashtray? The ashtray's gone. Oh no, it's all the way over there. Well, that went decently fast, still. I think we're going to save time. Yeah, there's a lot of turning around. The way this route goes, it might be slower than the usual one. But I'm kind of used to it because the fight spawns are... Oh, thank God. The door stayed open. Hey, minus 6 seconds. We can continue. Nine cutscene skips here, by the way. In any given Dragon Engine game, you can never have more than 9 cutscene skips at once, for some reason. That seems to be the cap. they realize that there are a lot of cutscenes to be skipped. Majima. Hey, Metza, thanks for the Majima melon. Nice stun. Not on the right person, though. Why didn't you cut off the animation? You fuck. Okay. Oh, alright. That's not going to... Man! Bruh! Oh, hey. His rage subsided. We can roll over and kick him again. So, we sorta didn't lose time. At least not too much time. Hold on, let me... let me try to get through here. Oh. Well... yeah. Is the run on the point where you just start normal attacking? Hope for good weapons? No, not yet. Although I kind of wish it was like that. Unfortunately, all of your party members just like picking stuff around, even like as you travel to the other. Even as you travel to the enemy, so yeah, it's not going to happen. Maybe in that fight specifically, but not not overall. I mean, honestly, if the enemies were just positioned slightly better, maybe it would be more viable. Because this fight... There are no words for that. There are no words for that fight spawn. I've never seen that fight spawn. You know, when I think about fight spawns in this game, they suck ass. That was literally the area trigger. I guarantee you, after the fight ended, the cutscene would have immediately triggered. No, I've never seen that fight spawn. I go there every single time. I go that route every single time. I've never seen that fight. Not that one. Not the random guy that showed up. And I was thinking of the wrong fight. I was thinking of the fight after that. The one in Children's Park. That fight, if it was positioned a little better, if like the guy on the right was positioned better, we might be able to grab the bench. We might be able to grab the bench and hit both of the guys and maybe stun the first guy. I mashed the wrong button. We're losing time. If you see a 112 by the time this segment ends, we lost time because I forgot to mash B instead of A. You know where the run is at this point. I have to do good enough. Okay, we didn't lose time. I have to do good enough to at least somewhat match the chapter 1 I have. Unfortunately, the chapter 1 in my PB was pretty good. So the fact that I golded in the previous attempt was something to behold. No, standard turn order. I have to watch this guy stare at me for 5 seconds. Stop sliding away from me. I don't think... Well, okay, no. There is one way to lose more time, is to not be able to one-hit kill Ushio after that. And I messed up the menu. The run might be dead. My start button might also be dying. It's like flailing around. I might have to switch to my other controller, which is even harder to mash with. Ew. You've lost 3 seconds, if you can believe that. Mostly to that fight, but also to that menu. Most of my time loss is in menus, and not so much fights going bad. Although I can tell you that the Chapter 4 is definitely super bad. As well as the Chapter 5. But, I mean, Chapter 5 just always bad. Actually, no, that Chapter 5 was especially bad because, I think Zhang didn't behave at all. Kume... I might have gotten silenced in that fight. That was just a terrible Chapter 5. Oh, hey, look at that. Almost max roll. He survives anyway. And that guy's all the way over there, so we're not continuing this. Majima melon. Take back the melon. This was not the run. God, I hate this Chapter 1. Why do they have a small chance of surviving every single hit? It's annoying. I need a water break. Someone, the speedrun Discord apparently has the constant grenade skip without having down patched the game at all. That is strange. You could say it's bizarre. Because as soon as I updated the game to like the second patch, the cutscene or the grenade skip was completely gone. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if it's setting related, but we'll have to do more research because my game is currently down patched and always skips that grenade. Well, I say down patched, but it also still has XCSS for some reason. Oh well, no, actually no, I know why it has XCSS. It's because when you down patch, you don't delete all the files that are there. You just replace the ones that the first patch have that exist. I mean, if you really wanted it to be truly the unpatched version, then you would delete all the files in that folder and just paste over with the Steam DB files. Yes, Cookie. No, why are you walking towards me? Ushio, defeat. Die. Die. That's interesting. I had to down patch. Also, welcome. Yeah, that's what I said like 2 minutes ago. Can't be too sure if it's related to any settings because when as soon as I updated to the second patch, it was completely gone. Like I couldn't skip the cutscene anymore. And for the record, like it if it works for you, you don't even have to press any buttons. It just doesn't play at all. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm not sure what file it's related to, if it is related to a file. My best bet would have been like just like the judgment.exe file. And maybe if you just replace that, it would bring up the glitched game, or not the glitched game, the glitched cutscene. I'll look into it later. I'm too focused on failing at this run. Watch this guy survive. Never mind. I'm a liar. I can't perfect guard at all today, apparently. No, that's not who I wanted the Tenacious Fist, but if you die, that's fine. Okay, good. Now you have to not die, or die. Yes. Everyone needs to die. That's... I can't have anyone live, or else the game goes slow. Well, I mean, apart from my party members, they have to survive no matter what. Most of them. Don't worry about it. Oh god, you're not stunned. Please attack me. God damn it, you didn't attack me. Don't minimum roll. Thank you. We just lost like 6 seconds there. Just because he not only attacked, but also didn't hit me. Now granted, if he did hit me, I would have the perfect guard so he couldn't stun me. I think I've only been stunned like once or twice. And that attempt counter is somewhat accurate. This is my about my 73rd attempt at running this game. I'm also still looking at my sum of best and just cringing because it's a sum of best that has never... It's basically never come to fruition, mostly because, wow, that fight spawn is bad. We're gonna run into it. For a run to go well, I can't have any fight spawns, and if they're just there, the next best thing is try to run past them. And I knew deep down I couldn't run past them. I just knew it was over. Sag. At least I have some company for Kamuto Chohel. It's always Kamuto Chohel. It's either in K2 or in this game. And to a lesser extent, in Kaito files as well, because you're also constantly stuck in Kamuto Cho until the final chapter. Okay, so far this text cutscene has behaved. I've been able to skip that every time. Unfortunately for me, it doesn't work 100% of the time. Maybe it's just like that because the game sucks and wasn't programmed properly. I mean, nothing really is ever programmed properly, but you'd think that a skip prompt would actually work as intended. You know, it's as simple as if the skip option is available, let it work. And it doesn't work all the time. Hell, I've gone through, like, because I mash for the pause skips, right? And you'd think that, you know, mashing for text would be slower than that. Sometimes it isn't. I've had the, you know, Adachi's drink link. I've chosen the wrong option before just because I mashed A too fast. I don't know how I did it, but I did. And guess what? This game is so bad that A is actually one of the options that you can choose for a drink link, which is absurd because it wasn't like that in the previous games. In the previous games, where you had multiple dialogue options to choose from, like 5, 0, and Kiwami, none of the 3 options that you had were mapped to A. They were always mapped to X, Y, or B, which would be square, triangle, and circle. But in this game, the options are X, circle, and triangle. Square is nowhere to be found in drink links for some strange reason. And you know, for some people, you might just want to skip the dialogues, but you might also accidentally press the option that you don't want, you know? So it's one of those, like, attention to detail things that they just completely missed from the previous games, and that's why I ranked this game so low. And you might be wondering why I'm even bothering to speedrun this game, is because I know deep down that I could get a good time in this run. It's just, it's really hard to remember everything. So I'm doing these runs in part to increase my brain capacity and also to prove a point. But in learning how to run this game, I somehow managed to rank this game even lower. Targeting system! This time it focused on the knife guy. I really wonder what would happen if you ran out of MP here. What would the game do? Would you just be soft locked and not be able to finish the battle? Just forced to go return to title screen? Ah, shit. That 2-hit KO cost us literally 10 seconds. Please get stunned. Thank you. Please don't low roll. Do your average damage. Thank you. He's stunned again, which is, I don't want to see that just yet. We need those repeated stuns on Sawashiro and basically every other Chapter 2 fight. I mean, in some of the next fights coming up, that would be nice as well, but, you know, it's not imperative. It's just more important than Chapter 2. I can't believe they put the main guy like right in front of Kasuga. It's just to insult you when you realize, oh yeah, the guy's been in front of me the whole time. I went around the rest of the restaurant to try to looking for him. I think there's fight spawns up ahead. Okay, maybe not. Those guys have backpacks. Backpack guys are usually safe. It's just like Yakuza 5. Backpack guys don't ever aggro onto you. Because they, unlike the goons that you fight regularly, have a life. So we need an ashtray to save the run, to save this chapter 1, or else it's just automatically going to be 10 seconds behind. It's not impossible to like have a good run with it, but it's, I don't know, depends on my mood. Hey Gulshan, unlike goons, they are not unhinged maniacs that fight for no reason. You're telling me. This series is full of people that fight you for no reason. Case in point, Yakuza 5 Finale Part 3. Katsuya decides to have everyone fight each other, even though it would have been smarter to